All right, everybody, this is Nash here, and today we're going to be talking some Texas Tech versus Texas Longhorns football. The Texas Longhorns are going to be traveling on the road to visit Lubbock and the Texas Tech Raiders. I don't think the fans are going to get a warm welcome. I do think a question that was asked about Chris Beard's warm welcome kind of went over. There was a sarcastic question about Chris Beard being asked about, or Steve Sarkisian being asked if he was going to get the same warm welcome that Chris Beard did, and he said, well, I didn't win a national championship for them, or not win, but take them to a national championship, so I'm not going to get the same warm welcome. Well, someone ought to tell Sark that they never really ever got a warm welcome, and it was pretty nasty. Now, we should expect something pretty similar in this one, but here's the schedule. Right now, we are 2-1. Let's go get a win versus Texas Tech on the road. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what your thoughts are versus Texas Tech. And if you're a Texas Tech fan, give me your thoughts on how you're feeling versus the Texas Longhorns. Let's get right into it. So, Quinn Ewers will be suiting up according to head coach Steve Sarkisian. Now, he had the SC joint sprain, non-throwing shoulder. That's an important little side note. We did receive earlier in the week, on Monday, that head coach Steve Sarkisian informed us that all of the quarterbacks practiced. That was good news. Now, we did see Hudson Card played. He was running pretty well. That ankle looked pretty all right. If that's how fast he is on a bum ankle, I want to know how fast he is without a bum ankle, and let that man run some more a little bit. I know Sark doesn't like running a quarterback. Now, Quinn Ewers, I do think he's going to play. To put this in fantasy football terms, if you had a quarterback that was injured and he practiced on Monday, you're okay. Instantly book it, put him in the lineup. We're good. Now, hopefully he does play, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one here that thinks this, but it almost appears like Steve Sarkisian is afraid to let Hudson Card just fully operate everything in the playbook. Everything seems very limited when we're on the field with Hudson. Now, a player that we will be missing for the first half of the game, free demo. Hashtag free demo. Put it out there. He will be missing, like I said, the first half versus Texas Tech. It's unfortunate. The appeal was denied by the NCAA, so the targeting suspension is upheld. It's whether it's a weak penalty or not, we got to handle. It's just it is what it is. We got to move on. Let's survive that first half. Get Demo back on the field. And I also do think there's a world where the linebackers, they handle their business enough towards like, okay, maybe we can deploy Demo in a variety of, it basically just, you don't have to have Demo in this variety of different uses and all that, but it gives you the option to. It's another tool in the tool belt. And my biggest concern is the fact that we haven't played a single road game all year long. You go and look at this, we've had all 3 of our games have been home games. And you have to wonder, did our team start to, develop some habits? Whether they're good habits or bad habits, did they start to, almost get in a rut, so to speak? So the question is, can we handle the road? And also, not the road, a sellout stadium. Now, this is 60,000. Their stadium in the future is so cool. That thing is going to be awesome. But even in the current one, 60,000, that they can make the sound a lot more with depending on where you put the seats. I haven't personally been to Texas Tech, but I know that place gets rowdy. I have friends that went there. I like to call them the tortilla twirlers. They twirl their tortillas out on the field. I mean, this is going to be a rowdy game, and you cannot let the crowd get into it if you're Texas. You have to try and take the crowd out of it. And if you're not taking the crowd out of it, then you just got to stick to what you know and play just sound football. And when you look at Texas, this game, it means something to them. Look at their last sellouts. Last 5 sellouts. Oklahoma in 2016, Texas in 2016, Oklahoma State, and I'd probably say that was probably, if you look at the Oklahoma one, I'd be willing to say, look, they were probably a really good football team in 2016. But I and you would be wrong for thinking that. They were a 5-7 football team in 2016. And as I recall, Texas wasn't exactly so special going into November 16th or November 2016 with Charlie Strong. So not to, rehash any old feelings, but whether we are up or down, this is one of the biggest games of the year for them. So it's going to be rowdy. And can our team, if you just get rid of all the rut stuff that I mentioned, did our team develop some habits of getting used to being in the locker room, getting used to warm-up routines with their own home stadium, all that stuff, waking up in the morning, everything. Anything that you could possibly get a habit in and have just a slight little wrench that throws you off, my curiosity is, did we have that happen? Now, the public does not think so. Spread opened out at a -5 for UT, meaning we were favored by 5 points. And I'm going to just say right now, I'm not a betting guy. I'm in Texas. I don't even use these other offshore betting sites and all that stuff. I'm just using this to show this is where people with money have confidence in Texas or don't have confidence in Texas. I use this stuff to show me, hey, these are what other people think, and other people who are likely a lot smarter than me, that have a lot more money than me, so they're willing to, give me some good insight and good data for free. Now, UT -5 opened up. It has trended all the way to we're a 7-point favorite now. Doesn't sound like much, and in the grand scheme of things, it's not like we jumped up 7 or 10-point favorites. But there has been some optimism for Texas growing over the week. And then as well as you look at the money line. Or not money line, but the over-under here. As the Quinn Ewers, is Quinn Ewers going to be playing? Maybe, maybe not. It starts to fall. I would take that going up as not a surefire sign or even a hint that Quinn Ewers is going to be playing, but I'm using that as, just personally, whether it's right or wrong, this to me is, I feel like it's confirming my suspicion that Quinn Ewers is going to be playing. Because, granted, it is, like I said, it is only 2 points, 3 points in the grand scheme of things. The fact that it's going up and not down means they think this is going to be a higher scoring game, higher scoring. With Texas, you're going to have Quinn Ewers in there. Just from what we've seen so far, Card's I have all the love in the world for Card, but we just haven't seen it yet with them. And until we do, until people with actual money who put money on the line do, I think they're going to think the same thing. But so my official thoughts on the game and who is going to win, I don't really have a score prediction. If you were to, say, hey, you got to give me one. I'm going to go 38 Texas. Why 38 Nash? That's shoulder shrug. Because we score 5 touchdowns and kick a field goal. 38-21. Texas wins. Hook 'em.